Well, that's a question that we get a lot is, how can I save for school? We all know it's completely expensive today to send somebody to college. Being that I have 5 kids, I know this very well. And a lot of times we have to make sure that we put money away for college for those kids. But here's the thing that I've also found. The story that I like to tell a lot of my clients is that when you're saving for college, you don't necessarily have to save it in a college account, as people like to do. Although that's important and that can help, and can even help some on taxes. Here's a question that I have for a lot of people: is if you put the money in the kid's name and it becomes their account when you're 18 or 21, depending on the state you're in, the question is, what's that kid going to do with that money at 18 or 21? I know from my experience, when I was in high school, my best friend got a call. We were sitting around the house one day, and I'm ashamed to say, but we were, skipping school. And as we were there, he got the phone call from his banker, and the bank said, "Hey, are you such and such?" And he said, "Yes." He says, "Well, we have an account here for you that your parents set up that's yours now because you're of age." He just turned 18. As we got in the car, we went down to the bank. Sure enough, his family had gotten him a college account that now was his. Well, guess what? We had a great 3 weeks, and we spent every dime of it. That stuck in my head because when it's all said and done, he wasn't ready to get that money and have it controlled in his name. And that sticks in my head to this day. So when I'm with clients, I ask them and think about that. It's okay to save for college. It's okay to put some money aside for college, but make sure, and I would venture to say, 50, 60, 70% of kids just aren't ready for any kind of money at 18. So if you're going to set some money aside for college, make sure it's not something that they can get control and have control of it, because they might not use it for college. I know my friend unfortunately did not and spent every dime of it within 3 weeks. Now, I'm not saying all kids are going to do that, obviously, but one of the things that we do at Starfox is always try to assess risk, right? What's the risk in the situation that we're putting you in, the investments that we're putting you in? Well, in this case, so many people forget that when you were 18, I know when I was 18, different mindset than at 30, 40, or 50 years old, and not as responsible at 18, I think, that I am at 40 or 50 years old.